The sun shone brightly on a Saturday morning, promising a day of fun. 6-year-old best friends, Lochlan and Jackson, burst into the kitchen. Their eyes sparkled with an exciting idea, bubbling with anticipation. "Let's make pancakes all by ourselves," Lochlan declared, his voice full of confidence. Jackson gasped, his eyes widening with a mix of excitement and nervousness. "Like real pancakes? The fluffy kind we always eat?" he asked. "Yep, the fluffy kind," Lochlan confirmed with a wide, mischievous grin. They hurried to gather the ingredients, mimicking what they'd seen adults do. Eggs, flour, milk, and a big mixing bowl were placed on the counter. Lochlan grabbed the whisk, holding it high like a knight brandishing a sword. "Step 1, the mix," he announced, ready to begin their culinary adventure. Jackson carefully poured the flour into the bowl, a cloud of white dust erupting. The fine powder settled on his hair, giving him a comical appearance. "You look like a snowman," Lochlan laughed, pointing at Jackson's dusted hair. "Then call me Jack Frost," Jackson retorted, twirling dramatically and spilling more flour. Next came the eggs, a slightly trickier task for the young chefs. Lochlan tried to crack an egg on the edge of the bowl. Splut! The egg slid down the side, completely missing its target and creating a mess. "That was close," Jackson said, trying to suppress a giggle at the sight. Lochlan wiped his sticky hands on his pants, determined to succeed. "Maybe the next one will listen better," he said with renewed determination. After 3 attempts and a very eggy counter, they finally had a bowl of batter. "Step 2, the sizzle," Lochlan announced, moving on to the next stage. With an adult supervising near the hot pan, safety was the top priority. The boys carefully scooped spoonfuls of batter onto the preheated griddle. The pancakes began to bubble and sizzle, resembling tiny, erupting volcanoes. "Hey, they're doing the thing," Jackson said, pointing excitedly at the bubbling pancakes. "They're alive," Lochlan whispered dramatically, pretending to poke them with the spatula. The aroma of cooking pancakes filled the kitchen, making their stomachs rumble. When it was time to flip, Lochlan took a deep breath, focusing intently. He slid the spatula under a pancake with precision and confidence. Flip! The pancake sailed through the air, landing perfectly on its other side. Jackson cheered loudly, impressed by Lochlan's flipping skills. "Chef Lochlan, master of the flip!" he exclaimed, applauding his friend. Now it was Jackson's turn to try his hand at flipping a pancake. He carefully slid the spatula under his pancake, mimicking Lochlan's movements. His pancake flipped, sort of. It landed half on the pan and half on the counter. "Oops," he said sheepishly, looking at the partially escaped pancake. "It escaped," he added with a nervous giggle. "That's okay," Lochlan reassured him. "Every chef has runaway pancakes. It's part of the learning process," he added with a wise nod. Soon, they had a towering stack of warm, golden pancakes, ready to be devoured. The pancakes smelled like mornings, happiness, and sweet anticipation. "Step 3, the feast," Lochlan announced, ready to enjoy their creation. They topped their pancakes with a colorful array of berries, adding sweetness. Next came a generous drizzle of syrup, making the pancakes even more tempting. Finally, they added a mountain of whipped cream, creating a decadent treat. to our first pancake victory," Jackson said, raising his fork in a toast. "To many more, but maybe with fewer egg explosions," Lochlan added with a laugh. They dug in, their faces lighting up with pure joy and satisfaction. Sticky, syrupy smiles spread across their faces as they savored each bite. The pancakes were warm, fluffy, and tasted even better because they made them. Proud of their accomplishment and full of delicious pancakes, they grinned. The kitchen was a mess, but it was a mess made with love and laughter. They looked at each other, already thinking about their next culinary adventure. "What should we make next time?" Jackson wondered aloud, wiping his mouth. "Maybe cookies or brownies?" Lochlan suggested, his eyes sparkling with excitement. They knew that whatever they made, they would do it together as best friends. With bellies full and hearts happy, they began planning their next recipe. The possibilities were endless, and their culinary journey had just begun.